Yo, what's up? This is Logic, and I'm here with the best journalist in the entire world, Nicholas Huff. He's incredible. He's amazing. He created Hard Knock TV, and he asked me for a very personal intro, so I'm giving him that right now.
Midnight.
Oh, this is my shit.
Everyone know I be in the club VIP, psych not me.
Psych, not me. Yeah.
I love that shit.
Me too. It's a dope, because I was like, I started it out like that. Because I felt that, like when you listen to other artists and shit talking about it, everybody know I'll be in the club VIP. And then I'm like, wait, psych, not me. Old girl wanna fuck me. Yeah, she fine. It's really dope, man. I like that, and I just like the vibe of it. It feels really good. That was the second to last song that I recorded. I wasn't even gonna put it on there. I didn't think it was good enough, but all my homies were like, "Nah, you gotta put the shit on there." Like even with the switch up and everything, I was like, I don't know. But I'm glad I did. I like now. It's a vibe, dude.
You talk about girls throwing themselves at you now that you're more well known.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? How do you politely deal with like all these girls who?
Oh, I'm such a gentleman, dog. When bitches throw the pussy at me, I'm just like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like girls will come up and be like, what are you doing after this shit? And I'm like, I'm just going to the hotel, going to bed. Like, oh, real for real? Yeah, I'm just gonna watch Rick and Morty and do my Rubik's Cube and shit. Oh, okay, all right. And I'm like, all right, nice to meet you, pleasure. Alrighty, have some respect for yourself. See you later. And then I'm out. You know what I mean? So it's like that's just always how I am. And you know, there's sweet women out there too who are really nice and cool, and that's great. But there's a lot of thoughts. But typically I don't have like the only time I've ever ran into thoughts is at like festivals and shit. Cause backstage I don't be having like. Right. No random women or anything. It's just not that way. It just don't work that way with me. Period. Yeah. Ever. They want to know who I am because they already know who I am.
Right.
So you want to know me because you already fucking know me and you want to act like you don't know me or whatever the case may be. And it's like I don't got time for that shit. Like that's not who I am. I'm here to like work. You know what I mean? And
how do you deal with that in general with people, not just women, but like, is it hard now like meeting new people and wondering like, do they fuck with me or are they trying to fuck with me because I'm a celebrity?
Oh, without question. That's why I don't trust anybody. You know, still like OG. I don't fuck with anybody. Like.
It must be even harder now.
It's way harder, man, because everybody knows who I am. Do you know what that's like? Just think about that for a second. When you walk in a room or you're at the fucking, you know, you're at the grocery store or you're at this and everybody knows who you are.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't wait for y'all to see how good I am at acting because it's like I act like nobody knows who I am. So when I see somebody and I'm like, oh, excuse me, do you know what aisle, you know, da-da-da, and then I look back and they're looking at me like this, yeah, and then they go for their phone and I'm like, okay, see you later, you know, whatever, and then they're like, can I have a picture? And I'm like, of course. So it's weird. It's weird, but it's great too, man. It's flattering to know that everywhere you go, like, people know who you are. Like, whether they like you or not, motherfuckers still want to take selfies with you and shit. You know, it's kind of cool.
Track number 8.
Yeah. I don't know what that is yet.
Probably my favorite, or one of my favorites.
Oh, Warm It Up?
Yes, sir.
Featuring Young Sinatra?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I mean, you know, I'm a old school Bobby fan.
Yeah.
So Young Sinatra is kind of how I was introduced to you.
For sure. This that Young Sinatra shit. Yeah, that's that Young Sinatra shit. Shut the fuck up and listen whenever Young Sinatra spit. Yeah, your girl fine as hell, but she a Young Sinatra chick. Hey, Bobby, how can you tell she on a Young Sinatra dick? Yeah, that's like that's like pure Young Sinatra. Like the fucking fuck you. I'm gonna say the most outlandish shit, talking about like fucking bitches or all this other shit because it's an alter ego of mine. You know what I mean? Like just that, I don't even do that. Like you know what I mean? But it's like this guy does, and that's why I'm like, you know, they say they want the Young Sinatra, they want the old me, the one that like it's just like it was just so fun to be like, I'm gonna say the wildest shit out of my mouth and still be honest. Like especially like, you know, when I'm talking about I'm like, you know, like nobody can fuck with me, that's impossible. Matter of fact, it's highly improbable. Like saying the police ain't robbable, but I'm liable to walk up in the station in blue face screaming, fuck the police because blue lives ain't a race. Which is like the most bold shit that you could say, but it's true shit. You know what I mean? It's a real thing. Especially that's how I feel. It's like trying to take something from, you know, black culture, black people to stand up for themselves who are being gunned down by crooked police officers. Because for me, it's like the police are amazing. Like police who dedicate their lives and are not racist and are not this and not that, of every color, and, you know, put their lives on the line to serve, protect, and this and that. They exist. They're out there. But that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who are gunning down brothers and sisters in the streets, you know? And this is, you know, probably where people are like, shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear about that, just talk about the raps again. But you know what I mean? That's where we are. But it's just, it's really true. So, but I always got to sneak some shit in there, some honesty, some consciousness, and I enjoy doing it there.
Can we see more of the Young Sinatra alter ego in the future?
Nah, I thought this was fun just to bring it back. You know what I mean? Super fun. But I mean, I'll probably do like fun, like boom bap shit. But like, I just thought it was funny to like put featuring Young Sinatra just nostalgically, just for fans and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna go back into that lane. But that's another thing is like, you know, to title something Bobby Tarantino or Young Sinatra, which I'm not doing, or fucking Ultra 85 or this or any of these like alter egos. It's all bullshit in your head, you know. So it's like there's gonna be a lot of fans who are like, oh my, that's the shit, blah, 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 Young Sinatra. But it's because I did that to you on purpose. I infiltrated your head. I used the words Young Sinatra in the very beginning over super hip-hop sounding drums and then put featuring Young Sinatra because in your mind you're going to go, oh, this is the shit, da 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 da. But it's like, if it was fucking Bobby Hall or whatever, it's the same thing. You know, people, he's back. I didn't go anywhere. I was able to do this the whole time. I've done this the whole time. Listen to Take It Back. Listen to, you know, Most Definitely. Listen to like certain stuff. But people, there's this thing. It's all perception, you know. So it's, you know, they don't really look. They don't pay attention. The true fans do. You know what I mean? Because anybody who's like, do this or do that, it's like, you don't, fuck you. What are you talking? Go listen to that and just shut the fuck up and go listen to it. That's what I do. Like if I have, you know, some of my favorite artists and I'm like, I'm not really into this album. You know what I mean? This is my favorite album. I respect this. I'll listen to it occasionally and sometimes, or pick certain whatever. It doesn't matter. Any genre, any this, any that. And I'll kind of create my own playlist. I mean, we're in that era now. But I'll always go back to what I want. I'm never like, and that's crazy. You know, actually, months ago, I looked up old Logic. And I saw all these things. Oh, Mr. Old Logic. And
you just typed in old Logic?
Just typed it just to see what would happen because I was really curious. Oh, I missed the old Logic. And, you know, I missed Incredible True Story Logic, you know, and I'm like, what? Like, I missed this, I missed that. And I'm like, yo, that was like 2 years. What the fuck are you talking about? Where are we? It's like, it's almost like you're talking about a decade. And then I got curious and I was like, old Drake. I missed the old Drake. This new shit's whack, blah, blah, blah. I was like, old Kendrick. K-Dot fell off. I missed the Section 80, Good Kid Mad City. Like, it's whack now, da, da, da. And I'm just like, and I start doing this to all my favorite current dope, big rappers that I'm with, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it ain't just me. Oh shit, okay, yeah, well fuck all these kids, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good because they're gonna say that again and again, you know. It's like they was talking about old Drake when Nothing Was the Same came out, or, you know, or If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Like, they're like, ugh, but it's always, your new shit ain't as good as your old shit until your new shit is your old shit.
Best shit you've said.
Exactly.
So you don't consider them alter egos. You just consider them parts of yourself.
Yeah, like, it's a bullshit thing that I created. So it's like, is it an alter ego? Like, yes.
Like when you go into a studio and you're working on a song, do you think,
never.
oh, this is some Bobby Tarantino? No, you just like, this, whatever comes out.
I'll know if it's going to be that kind of project. So it's like, I'll refer to certain shit with Six, like Ultra 85, you know. Exclusive is like James Brown, Red Hot Chili Pepper shit. Like super fucking live, no samples on the whole shit. Travis Barker on the drums. Crazy for the whole album. You know what I mean? But that shit ain't dropping forever. But that is the vibe. So I'm like, yo, let's go James Brown, let's go this, da da da. Like, let's do some ultra shit today. We're gonna do some ultra shit today, da da da. You know. So and then we'll be like, oh, let's do some Bobby Tarantino shit, or let's do some, you know, some more like hip hop album stuff or whatever. And then because we just have a plethora of music, you know, that we do. I ain't retiring, motherfucker. Come on, I'm gonna make music forever. I'm just fucking with people.
Yeah.
But you know, but it's like that's what we do. So there are stylistically like vibes that we have, and we'll be like, oh, let's do this vibe today or this vibe or that. Like, so for example, I was making this because I'm doing some like alternative music stuff, like for this just this other thing, the soundtrack thing, and I was in here doing that, laying piano and fucking singing like huge, like big ballad. And then Six added this drum break to it, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. And that turned, and it was completely different. That turned into Warm It Up. So I'm out here playing ballads and, you know, doing the guitar and making some like Third Eye Blind, like Radiohead creep shit for this thing that I'm doing creatively on the side. and then out of nowhere these drums come in, and I'm like, oh, strip everything away, put this shit up here, let's do this, and then it turns into warm it up, and then I'm like, and now let's put the trap, and then go back and forth between Bobby T and Young Sinatra, and just have fun, and it's really cool. That's why I love that song so much, because it's like off the jump on the boom bap, and then Bobby comes in like, yo, fuck that trap or rap shit, it's that trap shit, Bobby, and he's just like, yeah, bitches, and blah, blah, blah. It's just like whatever, that kind of alter ego, whatever that side of me, and then it comes back in, fuck that trap shit, this that rap shit. So it's just like, ain't never been some shit like that, man. Nobody's really done this before and done it this way, because I was told my entire career, it's like, he got no identity, he just wants to do this and he wants to do that and then this, and it's like, yeah, that's the point. That's the point. I want to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And there's millions of people out there who want that. So that's what I'm going to do.